So hi everyone, it's me again. For this episode, we will learn about stationaries. Stationaries in Chinese we call as 文具. 文具. So I will show you guys some examples such as this. As you can see, this is what am I using just now. So marker in English we call as marker, but in Chinese is a similar name we call as 马克笔. 马克笔. It sounds similar with the English part. 马克 stands for marker, whereas 笔 is pen. So, next on, I will show you guys some examples as well, such as this. What is this? This is 铅笔. 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 And these are some different colors of marker pens. So we can recap for our last few episodes, the episode of color. This is red. Red we call as 红色, whereas the blue one is 蓝色. And this, we use this when we cut the paper and even in kitchen. But what is this thing called? For scissors, we call as 剪刀. 剪刀. How about this? Cutter. Cutter. Cutter we call as 刀片. 刀片. Whereas for this, a very cute clipper, a paper clipper we call as 回形针. 回形针.回形针. 回 in Chinese, which means written. Written. So actually, as you can see on this paper clipper, is turning around and back to the original point. So it's same meaning as the 回, written meaning. It's quite funny for the Chinese name. Actually, it's quite meaningful as well. And this. They are ruler. A long ruler and a shorter one. So first we have to know ruler in Chinese called as 尺. If you want to say long ruler, refers to 长, whereas short ruler is 短. So just match it up. For long ruler is 长尺. For short ruler is 短尺. What if I write something wrong and I want to correct it? What will we use? We will use this. Correction tape. Correction tape we call as 涂改液. 涂改液. Since this is in liquid form, it's a liquid paper. So liquid form Liquid we call as 液体. It refers to 液, whereas 涂改 is correct. But in Chinese, no matter it's correction tape or liquid paper, we also call it as 涂改液. Next on, we have this. When you want to stick something together, you will use a cellophane tape. So for cellophane tape, we will normally call it as 胶带. 胶带. What if we want to stick something together but not using cellophane tape? We can also use this, glue. So glue in Chinese we call as 胶水. So as you can see, 胶 which means sticky. So no matter it's cellophane tape or glue, their usage is to stick things up. So also starts with 胶. Moreover, we can see this. As that sticking things up, we can also staple it up. So staple, in Chinese we can call it as 订书机. Stapler. This, if you don't want to tie things up and you don't want to staple it up, you can also tie it up with a rubber band. So, rubber band, we call it as 橡皮筋. 橡皮筋 in Chinese. Just now we talked about marker pen. So what if you want to rub off the marker pen inks? We use a duster. For duster, we can call it as 板擦. Ban refers to the board, whereas cha, which means rub it off. And this is a very common stationery among us, which are the pens. So here are the 3 colors of pens, and we can recap again. For the first one is 红色. It's in red color. The second one is in blue color, so it's 蓝色. Whereas the third one is in black color, so we can call it as 黑色. For pens, we call it as 笔. So if it's red color, we call it as 红笔. Blue color, we call it as 蓝笔. So what if black color? We call it as 黑笔. That's right. And when you want to calculate some money or some math question, we use calculator. Calculator we call it as 计算机. 计算机. And here we are. When you want to jot down something, you can jot down it in a notebook. A notebook. Notebook we call it as 笔记本. 笔记本. Because we normally use pen to write. So, pen refers to 笔. 记 refers to record. So we use pen to record in a book. So that book we call it as 笔记本. Easy to remember, right? And this paper, we call it as 纸张. So, last but not least, we have this. To clip our things up, we will have a file holder, or we call it as folder. So, a folder in Chinese we call it as 文件夹. 文件夹. 夹 which means clip. So we will clip our document. Document refers to 文件. We will clip our documents together, so that file holder we call it as 文件夹. So, happy learning with me about these stationaries. And hopefully, it will be useful for all of you. Goodbye.